What's shaking, everybody? My name is Ross Mandel. I'm coming to you guys live from Delray Beach, Florida. I'm at Scott Woolley Studios. We got a really cool dude to introduce you guys today. His name is Austin Armstrong. That alone is a pretty cool name. He's a digital marketing veteran, but he is a true AI expert. When you watch the financial media, AI, the stock market, AI spending. It's all about AI. And this guy is going to share with us a little bit about AI, what it means to digital marketing and to how it affects all of us. He's the co-founder of Syllabi and happens to be one of the fastest AI growing platforms for content creation. I'm a content creator. Austin Armstrong, welcome to the show. It's so nice to meet you, bro.
Ross, the honor is all mine. It's a pleasure to be on here. I'm excited to have a great conversation with you today.
Thank you so much. You're coming to us from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yes, yeah. It's nice and cold today, but it's beautiful out today too.
I got to tell you, it's a chilly 68 here in Southern Florida.
Oh, I'll trade it.
The women are wearing fur coats and boots today. 68 degrees and sunny.
Yeah, it's in the 30s here. I'll trade you.
Is it really in Tennessee? It's 30 degrees?
Unfortunately.
That's new for me. So, I want you to hold up the book. You just showed it to me
Yes,
off
sir.
camera. Is that the best name? Virality. I'm going to steal that name. I'm going to.
Plus, I designed the cover so you can do this.
Oh, very cool.
I can't help. I'm a marketer, man. No, I'm excited about this book. It's 20 years of lessons. It took me over a year to write it. Hired all the best coaches and editors. There's a lot of great information in this book that'll help people.
I hope you're going to send me a copy.
I sure will, my friend. Absolutely.
And I'd like to autograph it as well. I'm greedy that way.
We were chatting before. I might just my in-laws live down in Delray Beach. I might just bring you one.
I would love that. If you're coming in, we're definitely gonna hang out, bro. All right. So don't you? I'm looking at an apartment later this week in Delray. But I'm so interested in who you are and what you do. I am now a content creator. I'm a podcaster. It's my rookie season. I'm finishing up my first year. I've done about 130 podcasts, believe it or not, in 1 year.
Dude.
We're posting between 10 and 20 pieces of content every day on 7 platforms. I'm about to turn over my podcast to Podgo and for the advertising and bringing in advertising dollars and all that kind of stuff. And I'm turning over my Facebook account now to Musaka. That's an Asian name. That means a brother or son. Some really smart Facebook guys. But again, they just, they're working on my content, redeploying my content, etc. So tell us about who you are and how did you come to become this AI genius in the content creation?
Yeah, well, first of all, congratulations on all of your success. All of the momentum that you've had, Ross, over only 1 year of podcasting is tremendous. A lot of people burn out after less than a year because they haven't seen results, but you are putting it out there, man. You are cranking content. So
Thank you.
Nothing but respect to you. For me, it's been a long journey. 21 years I've been in social media marketing now, believe it or not. I know I look fairly young.
You look like you're 24 years old, bro. And that's pushing it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I just turned 35.
Wow.
14 years old on MySpace is where I got started. And I got bit by that bug pretty early on. So I had hundreds of thousands of followers on MySpace. I was able to monetize that in multiple ways. I had an early software company long before AI was a thing in the public eye.
Wow.
But I had an early software program with a good friend of mine who's a genius for 14, 15, 16 years old, making more money than we knew what to do with. And I kind of just stuck with it ever since. My professional career in social media and video marketing really started about 12 years ago when I moved from New Jersey across country to California and met my now business partner. But I was very fortunate that he was a mentor to me. So I stumbled into an unpaid internship at a video marketing agency that specialized in the behavioral health space. So doing YouTube content for therapists and psychologists and addiction treatment centers. I really loved that. I loved the challenge of learning how to get that valuable information out of the expert's head into a format of content that really resonated with people online. Moved my way up from being an unpaid intern to a paid intern to a part-time employee to a full-time employee, basically running that company until we had to shut it down. And then about 6 years ago, it was my 6.5, I guess, was my first full-time entry into entrepreneurship. I started a more traditional organic marketing agency focusing on social media marketing. And my boss became my business partner. He invested in all of my growth, and he said, Austin, I want to continue this working relationship as partners now, not as your boss. And that's when I started to grow my personal brand really heavily on social media. I wanted to practice what I preach. I like to bring up the fairly blunt analogy, but if you go to hire a personal trainer, Ross, who are you going to hire? Are you going to hire the out of shape person that doesn't take care of doesn't take care of themselves? They don't have a diet, or are you going to hire the person that you aspire to be like?
Right. Exactly.
Probably the person you aspire to be, right?
Yep.
And so that was the same mentality that I had in social media. So that's when I really started to grow my personal brand. I grew very quickly on TikTok, and all of the other platforms really followed suit after that. The type of content that I was creating, and this will lead up to how I really got into the AI space. At the top of the funnel, the broad, viral oriented content that I was creating was useful websites for business owners and entrepreneurs. That's who I was trying to attract. That's the sub niche of content that really was going viral, tens of millions of views. And so when these early AI tools started to come out about 3.5 years ago, I got really interested. I'm a sci-fi fan. I love science fiction films and TV shows, and I knew that this AI wave was coming, and so it was a really natural pivot for me to move from useful software tools and useful websites for business owners and entrepreneurs to useful AI software tools and useful AI websites for business owners and entrepreneurs. And I got really down that rabbit hole and started testing and learning all of these fairly early on the mass consumer adoption bell curve. And in fact, I posted a memory earlier today of using ChatGPT 3 years ago and just being blown away. Just saying,
Wow.
This is amazing. People don't realize how much this is going to change the world. That was pretty early. I started my first AI software company, Syllabi, that you mentioned, now just about 3 years ago. So January will be 3 years that Syllabi is in business. Syllabi is a tool that automates your video marketing, saves you 70% of your video production time and budget, takes you from idea to script to video to schedule and published on social media.
Wow.
In a matter of minutes. And I've just continued to go down this rabbit hole. So I absolutely love the opportunity that AI has presented. Recently, this last year, I've been involved in something called vibe coding, which is basically software development for non-technical people. I'm a marketer, Ross.
That's so
And,
funny.
But now
Someone used that term with me yesterday. I was in a meeting. I never heard it before, ever, yesterday, and now you mention it here. Like, wow.
It's a huge opportunity. Let me put it like this: if you can talk to ChatGPT, you can now create your own software tool that's fully developed that you can sell. And the shift that's happening right now, as marketers, we typically have had some sort of informational lead magnet. Maybe it's a downloadable ebook or a PDF, or we give a small micro course or something in exchange for an email to get them on our email list and then to upsell them. Typical marketing funnel. The problem with that is that what we have been exchanging up to this point is informational, educational, just teases the bucket, but then then you're off to your own devices. It just good luck. you were on your own. Now, as marketers, we have the ability to create a software for our target leads and target clients that not only educates them, but helps them take action on the thing. So I can create a software tool that writes content for you, teaching you how to create content, but you can then actually use the tool to take action. And I can charge you a small subscription fee for it. So it's an amazing time to be alive. And I love AI and all the opportunities that it's created and creating for a lot of people.
All right, that's a lot to unpack. And, I was with a dear friend of mine last night, big Wall Street guy, right? Big. I know him 40 years, multi-millionaire. We were doing $10 million deals, in the 80s. And he says, I was explaining to him some of the things I'm doing. And I'm like, Stevie, I'm 100% organic. And he goes, you know what, Ross, I think I know what you mean. But people don't know. They ask the question, what does that mean? Or you use the word organic.
Yeah.
You're a marketer. What does organic mean?
No paid dollars
in the business. Explain that. Break it down.
Yeah. So organic versus paid. Organic is just the content that you naturally upload and put out there without any paid dollars behind it. Just the organic reach dependent on the user engagement and the signal. So if I put a text post out there, if I upload an image, I upload a video reel, you upload a podcast, a YouTube video, anything, and just let the algorithms do their thing. That's organic content. It's the leveraging the signals and human psychology to create content that resonates with your target audience.
So no boosting. No putting $30 and boost this and get me 50,000. Just let's see what happens naturally.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm 100% organic. I've never boosted anything.
Me too.
Now I have had guys, do a piece of content with me, and then we collaborate, and then all of a sudden I go from, 500 views to 50,000 in blocks of 10,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all robots, and they're paying, they have some sort of relationships, but I don't do that. Everybody comes on to me. Everybody. I got guys from Bangladesh, from Pakistan, from India, and from all over this country. And they say, listen, a guy like you should have 1 million followers. A guy like you should have 50,000 views. I said, I should, and I will. But I want real followers, and I want real views. I don't want to pay for it. I want to see if I paid for it, then I would never know what I'm really worth. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I'm with you. I think it's more rewarding that way to get the results from.
Oh, it's much different when I get like 5,000, 10,000 views on a piece of content, just me and the camera. That to me is the most exciting of all.
Absolutely. I'm with you there, my friend.
You know what I mean? And then at some point in time, when I really looking to sell stuff, then I understand you got to boost different things, and right, that's the game.
It can help. It can definitely put fuel on the fire. I'm not against paid advertising or boosting in any means. I'm just a little stubborn. So I love creation of content, growing a loyal following, selling things that they actually care about and that will help them.
Yes.
And you don't really need to put paid behind it. That's such a common misconception. Paid can, just like rocket ship anything that you're already doing, but also you can't really polish a turd, right? So organic tells you what type of content is going to perform best, and like you want to put ad dollars behind content that's already proven to perform and resonate with people.
Also, if you're selling a product, or let's say you have a restaurant, you don't want to have 3 people that follow the restaurant. People will say, nobody goes there. So, you pay, you juice it up, you spread it around. People say, oh, look at this restaurant. This guy's got 500,000 followers. It must be pretty good. And then they all write, these fake, this was great. The meatballs were fantastic. There was pasta sauce, the atmosphere, all the fake reviews that you see out there. But, I'm a real guy, just like you. And I want to see my real results.
I'm with you 100%.
I love that about
100%.
you, bro. You're the real deal. I mean, Austin Armstrong,
Thank you.
you're no joke. And so organic
Appreciate you.
means no money behind it, no artificial, right? You could still collaborate with people, right? You could still
Hmm.
tag people,
Yep.
hashtag people, right? All that.
Yep.
That's still
Yep.
organic, correct?
Absolutely. Just no paid dollars behind it.
Pay dollars. It's that simple,
Yep.
right? So what's the last piece of content you produced? I'm just curious.
Oh, well, just like you, I post about 20 to 25 times a day.
Do you really?
I Oh yeah, yeah. Mostly on Facebook. Interestingly enough, that's my number one organic platform right now. So I think it was an update for syllabi. Was actually the last piece of content that I posted. We rolled out some feature updates today, so I think that was it.
How many followers do you have in your Facebook?
About 2.1 million.
Is that all, Austin?
I'm slacking. I'm slacking,
Bro,
bro.
that's a huge number. I have
Thank you.
I have like 22,000.
That's amazing.
I just
That's
started, I'm
amazing.
a rookie, but
Yeah,
that's
you're crushing it.
2.1. So Facebook pays you every month, correct?
They do.
You get
Yep.
good money?
You always want more.
Of course.
You know,
But can we
I'm
get it?
not complaining.
Do you make 50 grand a month?
No, no.
Okay.
The most that they've paid me is probably 11,000 in a month, for about 330 million organic views. So you wish it was more,
Still,
but I'm
it's
not complaining because I'm a business owner.
right.
I have multiple streams of income. That's all, and I tell this to people all the time that they think that the only way that they're going to make money online is from ad revenue and the bonus programs, creator programs that people are in. Right now, I probably make around 2,500 to 3,000 a month. It fluctuates. You can't depend on it. Just let that be
Right.
your fun go to Vegas money,
I
if you
love
will.
it.
Let it
It's
pay your mortgage.
something I'm getting like 350 this month from them, and
That's great.
I'm like stunned. Like if you have one piece of viral content and it goes crazy, or two pieces of viral
Yeah.
content. I had these two posts that
Yep.
got like friggin', millions of views and a lot of
Yep.
engagement just out of nowhere. And then you post
Yep.
another 10 things that nothing happens.
Yep.
That's the amazing thing about this. You just don't know,
Yep.
right? But you keep on
Yeah.
going because you believe in the mission. And what other streams of income does a creator like you get? Let's educate everybody.
There's quite a lot. So I do a lot of affiliate marketing. So I have my main company Syllabi that I drive a lot of my uh, traffic to sign up for that. Affiliate marketing, though, I mentioned earlier, I share useful websites, useful AI tools, software tools for business owners and entrepreneurs. A lot of them I will sign up as an affiliate for, promote a service that I use and I stand by. And if somebody sees my post, they like the tool that I mentioned, they sign up using my affiliate link, I get a 20, 30, 40% recurring commission. And recurring commissions are fantastic because I only need to get them to sign up once. And
Right.
as long as they continue to pay for that service, I get paid. So it really stacks and compounds. Aside from that, brand deals. So brands will post or will pay me to post about them. Email marketing. So right now there's my email marketing is done through a website called Beehive, which is great. And so they have a fantastic boost program through there. So without getting too in the weeds, basically other emails, newsletters pay to be in front of my opt-in form. So I send people to sign up for my newsletter for free.
Right.
If they're also interested in signing up in one of these other newsletters, I get paid from that newsletter. So about $2 per email, I will get paid for sending people there. So that turns into a couple hundred, couple $1,000 per month. The book, of course,
Yep.
as well. So driving a lot of book sales.
How much is the book?
I
How
do
much is the book online?
$24.99. It'll be the
Okay.
best $25 you ever spend in your life.
I actually believe that now that we're chatting.
Yeah.
And you got to pay like 50% to Amazon, correct? Well, maybe more.
Oh, but I think it's even more than that. I think I end up making like $6 a book or
Correct.
something like that.
Right.
It's not a It was never about that. I think I'm probably not going to get rich off of book sales,
Yep.
but it's just it was a bucket list thing. I wanted to. This stuff's changed my life, Ross. Social media has changed my life, and it's just
Unbelievable.
become a personal mission to just provide the tips, tools, and strategies to change other people's lives. I had all this information. I had to get it out there. It would have been a disservice to the world for me to not put all of this information out there, and I truly believe that.
I love that about you, and I want you to know I'm 68 years old, and I feel the same way. I spent my whole life uh, learning and teaching young men and women how to make money in the stock market,
Yeah.
how to take money from people, and to make money. And I know every trick in the book. In fact, I invented many. And so now I've just got so much information, so much valuable stuff. And every time I mastermind the guy, change their lives. And you
Love it.
are somebody that I look at, and I'm just stunned by. When I was growing up, there were no computers, there were no cell phones, there was no Google, nothing. I learned how to trade on a ticket tape, for real.
Wow.
And it was 15-minute delayed, and I was still great at it. And then
It's
I see
incredible.
guys like you that just embraced, how old a guy are you?
35.
I mean, you were born into this world in the beginning of the internet, right? The beginning of cellular.
Yeah.
And like you said, MySpace. I probably hold the record for being the last guy to get on MySpace. I was the last
Cool.
member of MySpace, I think, before they, went, went tapioca. I was literally, you know, everybody was talking about Facebook, and my
Yeah.
kids are like, "Dad, uh, you know, I'm so proud I just got on MySpace." Everybody's like,
Let me ask you more about that. Being the legend that you are, when these social media was a brand new, they were just coming out. This was a new term, a new idea, if you will. What was your initial reaction to all of it?
so my daughters saw my attempt at MySpace, and Dad, Facebook, it's a new thing, and they set me up with a Facebook account,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a social guy. If they say that, but to me, if they had social media in the '80s, I would have been a Kardashian.
Ah,
I
I
was
love
like this
it.
wild guy. I,
Yeah.
I was in the news all the time on newspapers and doing amazing deals and getting in trouble. I was using drugs and had a fast life in the '80s, and I was probably one of the bad boys of Wall Street. I said that to Forbes, and they went crazy on me, the bad boy of Wall Street. That's how it started. But
Hmm.
I saw the magic in social media early on, and I went right past, like, I had like 10,000 friends on Facebook when they changed the rules, and they
Hmm.
said you maxed out at 5,000, and they encouraged me to open up a
Yeah.
fan
Yeah.
page, and then they invited
Hmm.
me to be a beta user, and I
Wow.
accepted. But
Hmm.
the United States government raided my brokerage firm in '06, end of
Hmm.
'06, and essentially indicted me in '09.
Hmm.
And I posted every day for years. And now I'm doing a deal with this Facebook group that I guess repurposes Facebook. They optimize and monetize your Facebook. I have
Hmm.
thousands of posts and thousands of hours of content going back to
Amazing.
2008, 9, 10. And they say that it's going to be worth, a lot. And they're going to start, they created their own software and all that kind of thing. So
I can't wait to watch you blow up.
yeah, it's going to happen. I'm going to make that deal this
Yeah.
week. But I see a young man like yourself. You're smart, you're savvy, you're an organized thinker, you're cool looking,
Thank you.
and you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You're married, you're a dad, so you have sort of like a calm life. And
No kids, no kid.
oh, no
I'm a
kids
dog
yet.
dad.
Okay,
Dog dad. Yeah, no
okay,
kids.
but you have this when you sign on your computer in the morning. It's like you have this whole world there in front of you. You probably have
Yeah,
millions of people on an email list. Millions. You have
yeah.
millions of friends and followers on Facebook. I mean, you have this you just you when you close out, you're in that house with the wife, and You were just a regular, probably a good neighbor in some suburban area of Tennessee, or you know what I mean. But I mean, when you turn on that computer, it's like the whole world's in front of you. The whole world's at your fingertips.
Yeah, it is, and even more so dangerously, it's in at my whole fingertips on my phone at every given point. And so it's for better or worse an addiction. I think it's a socially acceptable addiction
I
that's
agree.
given me quite a great life. But even as I move away from the laptop, that world continues with me no matter where I am.
No matter where you are, right?
Yeah,
It's at your fingertips. That to me
yeah,
is
yeah,
represents my response to social media stuff. If the government didn't bother me, didn't if I wasn't wrongfully prosecuted, persecuted, etc., I would
yeah,
have been huge. I get social media. I love people. I make a lot of friends online and all these different type
yeah,
things, and I'm making a little bit of a name for myself now. I go out, I'm
yeah.
recognized in South Florida. It's really funny. I just
Love
spoke
it.
at my first event, Man of War, Rafa Condi, big shout out. I killed it. But you're also a
Heck yeah.
podcast host. You are a host of a podcast called Business Talk. Talk about
Yep,
that.
yep. Yeah, yeah, that's been an amazing podcast. I have to. It's been such a busy year. I'm a little behind on uploads, transparently there, but yeah, it's we've had I've had some amazing guests on there. It's all short form video focused. So it started as a TikTok for business podcast. I sort of expanded into short form video for podcasts, but I interview amazing people that are doing something in the short form realm. So typically sub 60 seconds vertical video that have grown their business, made hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in that specific format of content, teaching people how they can too. And that was that was I love that. I love that show. It's so fun. You're giving me inspiration to really like jump back into it now.
I'm waiting for you to call me, bro.
I got you.
I
You'll
do a
be the first
market rant
guest
now.
back.
I do a market rant under 3 minutes, and it's being so well received. Even Instagram once said it's time. What are you doing? You didn't post today, so I do at least 6 days a week. And
Fantastic.
you're also a speaker, bro. You're a keynote speaker. You're like an AI
Yep.
digital marketing guru. Let's not be humble now. Tell us
Yeah,
about it.
it's I've done about 16 events this year. So this was a really big speaking year for me, and I started my own conference as well. So I have AI Marketing World,
I love it.
which is my own conference. It was amazing. We had about 450, 500 people there year one. This was year one. Year two, we're looking to double or triple that.
You
So
will.
ambitious,
You
but
will for sure.
I heard a great post the other day. Speakers, shout out to Molly Mahoney. I'm going to kind of butcher this, but she said, speakers speak whether they get on enough stages or not. They create the environment to speak and share wisdom. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. If you're not getting on enough stages, create your own stage.
That's
That's
my
exactly what
plan.
I did
Just so
this
you
year.
know, that's my plan.
Yeah.
But you are this guru in the digital world, and I didn't know of you, but now I do, and it's such a privilege to get this chop it up like this because you know I'm learning just by being in your presence for a few minutes, and my guests. I mean, you are literally a social media powerhouse, bro. Let's
You're
not be
too kind.
modest. You're on Facebook, right?
Yes,
Instagram,
sir. Yes,
TikTok,
sir. Yes, sir.
YouTube. I'm sure you're on LinkedIn.
Yep.
I mean, you must have close to 3, 4, 5 million followers between all this stuff.
Yeah, it's over 4 million, four and change, somewhere
Do
around
you know
that.
how awesome that is, bro?
It's cool.
You know how
It's a cool
awesome that
thing.
is?
It's rewarding too. Going back to what we were talking about, organic as well. That it really is just consistency over time. I talk a lot about it in my book Virality. There are repeatable systems that you can follow and little nuances for each platform to stack the odds in your favor. But it really just comes down to consistency over time. And you do something, you grind it out, you put your head down, you just get to work, and before you know it, several years have passed by, and you look up
Right.
for a quick fresh reflection, fresh air, and you're like, wow, I've accomplished a lot. We all have kind of imposter syndrome sometimes, and I struggle with that a little bit because you're saying such kind words, and I have accomplished a lot. It's been amazing, but it's also just like, well, I'm just a nerd, Ross. I just like found something that I love doing, and I kind of never stopped doing it. And I'm just fortunate that it's helpful enough that people want to follow to continue learning from me. So it's been great,
You know
man.
what I love about this world, this digital world? You have 4 million followers. You know, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, like I knew I was a popular guy, and I knew I had thousands of people that followed me, and I had
Hmm.
4,000 employees at one time, and
Wow.
10,000 millionaires as clients. But in the digital world, everything's recorded.
Yeah.
I have just broke 100,000 followers on Instagram with organic, and I'm like, I go out and people say, so what do you do? So I'm an influencer. I'm one of the world's oldest influencers.
Yeah. I love it. I love it,
And they
man.
say,
You're
yeah,
crushing
oh
it.
yeah. Let me say on Instagram, I said, yeah. They look at me like these women, like, sure, right? And then they go and they look and say, holy, you really are an influencer, 100,000. Like to me, I'm still a piker when I'm in your presence, 2.19. I mean, what? Now, you started posting, you talked about MySpace. That was what, 05, 06, right? Oh seven,
Yeah, yes.
08,
Oh 04.
oh
So I
four.
was, yeah, I was 14. So I was born in 90. So yeah, it would have been oh 04 when I started.
Now, I'll tell you what, in 2004, I took my $1 billion hedge fund public and I made 65 million in one day. So I'm not a
I would
complete,
trade it.
so I'm not a complete stiff. Well, you were doing this, but you have basically been posting content pretty much every day. For how long?
Yeah.
For how long?
Well, this recent growth, I would say about 6 years.
6 years. So,
Yeah.
so I mean, COVID was Tennessee got hit, right?
Well, I was in North Carolina
Okay.
during COVID. I've been here in Tennessee for about a year now.
So were you locked
We're
down
actually,
you locked down in
yeah.
2020?
Yeah, so we had moved to North Carolina. My wife went to Duke. I am a Duke fan.
Wow.
I also I taught at Duke this year, which was pretty amazing, a big
Bro,
experience as
that I
well.
didn't have. That's
Um,
amazing.
that was I taught AI entrepreneurship to graduate students at Duke University.
How
But yeah,
friggin'
we
cool
were
is that?
dude. It was cool, and I'll tell you why, because I don't have a college degree.
You don't?
And so no, I went to internship route, like internship mentor route to
Unpaid.
entrepreneurship, unpaid route. And so it was a really cool full circle moment this year to not only to write a book and to teach graduate level students about AI and entrepreneurship. So it was amazing. But I only say that because that was in Durham, North Carolina, and we were locked down. So 2020 was the second year of my wife's MBA program. So the second year, so she had one really good year at Fuqua, the School of Business, and second year was like remote. So her second year was all remote, and we had fun, but we all experienced COVID. It kind of sucked. It definitely sucked, but it was an experience.
From
That's
what
what
I can
COVID was.
tell,
But yeah.
because I was in prison basically, but during COVID it was very rough. But
Ah.
I want to say
Mm,
that from now, my conversations with people like yourself, because I'm podcasting, I get to meet really the most fantastic people. Social media really blew up during COVID because there was
hmm.
nothing else,
Yeah.
right? It was TV, which
Right.
sucks.
Exactly.
Even I don't
Yeah.
watch TV anymore. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. TV is like what? It's like pathetic almost. And
Agree.
the online world you can find there's something for everybody, and there's everything for
Yep.
somebody, by the way.
Yeah.
But to teach at Duke University for a nerd or a stone cold jock, a cool guy, that is friggin' awesome, bro. I wouldn't be
Thank you.
surprised if they give you an honorary degree at some point. You deserve it,
I
bro.
don't know about that,
You deserve virality. What a name! I can't believe you got that trademarked or copywritten or whatever.
I can't believe there was no other book called it.
I'm shocked
Uh,
myself.
Oh,
Shocked.
which is crazy. I was trying to come up with names for the book, and I was looking online. I'm like, this is perfect. This is everything that I've been doing, and yeah, just what one word name that makes sense for the book tells you exactly what it's about. I was fortunate, very fortunate.
Bro, you're a brilliant operator. You're
Thank you.
really you're a cutting edge dude. You know you. My plan is to introduce the virality of social media to the virality of the stock market. I have a
I
plan,
love that.
and I'm
Yeah,
executing on it. Never been done,
yeah. You're
and
gonna crush it.
so the word virality resonates with me like a bomb going off. I want you to know, no joke. And when I saw that note, I said, "What virality? I don't believe it." Because that could be the single most impactful name. If they had to say what's the most impactful word of the, they do that somewhere in England. They have some award,
Mm,
right? I would say
yeah,
virality
yeah.
is the word that describes, you know, what it is you've mastered, the art of virality. Correct? I mean, you pretty
I
much.
agree. Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants to go viral. Every single time you create some post, some girl does a selfie, some athlete puts up some, your touchdown run or some pass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants that viral moment. And I've
Yep.
had a few. And my viral moments are probably for you just like a regular moment. When I get like 1 million views off the rip, I'm like, holy what? It just keeps going and going. I can't sleep when it's going. I go to sleep, I wake up 45 minutes late, I got to check my phone. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
crack. It's a drug.
Yeah.
It's like
It
that.
is very. It's very addicting. And you brought up a great little nuanced point there of that virality means something different to everybody depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
If you just create regular content and most of your stuff, hits friends and family, maybe gets a couple hundred reach, a couple thousand reach,
Right.
and then, the outlier for you is 10,000. You might call that viral
People
for
do.
you.
People do. I'm
Yeah,
witness to that.
people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just
Right.
like it's a spectrum, right? And it just continues to evolve and move. My definition of viral is going to be very different from another person's definition of viral because we have different baselines, and so like everybody can go viral. It just is a little bit different for you than it is for me.
I mean, you're in the millions, right? Or tens of millions. I don't even know. Where does it go? That high, right? Hundreds of millions.
Yeah, yeah. I think the single highest viewed post I've ever done is 50 or 60 million, but I've had a couple in that range. I
Now,
don't think I've had a single post do 100 million yet, but many, many, many do 10 million plus. Almost weekly, a post does a
wow.
million plus.
Wow.
Um, yeah.
I did a clip with Brad Lee. It was a clip from his Dropping Bombs podcast. Got over 10
Mm.
million views. That was my
Woo!
biggest one.
Huge,
But I have one.
huge.
I'm alone on camera,
Hmm.
and I'm at 3.5 million views. It keeps going. It's still going. Three and a half
Bravo,
million.
man.
That's my big baby. It's pinned up on my Instagram account.
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Heck
this is a
yeah.
great.
Yes,
But
sir.
I've been with some younger people, and they have some TikTok video, whatever, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's going viral!" And I look at it, it's like 10. It's got 10,000. You know what I'm saying. So that to them, that's viral because if your normal post gets
Yep.
1,000 views, 500 views, and all of a sudden you're in the
Yep.
10,000, it's crazy stuff. Now you mentioned something earlier about affiliate marketing.
Hmm. Yep.
Tell us what that means and be specific. Give us an example of
Yep.
because
So
I'm still learning.
affiliate marketing is basically commission based sales. So if you go to a used car dealership, any car dealership, right? You walk on the lot, you see a car you like, a car salesman comes up, talks to you, and he sells you that car. He gets a commission.
Right.
That's affiliate marketing. It's just done with online goods and services. You get a cut for a sale that you make. I like software affiliate marketing because it's multiple and recurring. So Amazon, for instance, has one of the largest affiliate programs in the world. Anybody can sign up to be an Amazon affiliate. You click my link and you buy a widget. I get 4%. It's pretty low. Amazon has the widest affiliate program, but it's one time. So basically, I'm only going to buy. You get a one-time commission. With
Give me an example. Hold on. So I go onto your. Where do you post this on your Facebook?
Yep. Yeah. So in my instance, I will do a post like these 5 websites feel illegal to know. That's a series that's worked very well for me. And in that video, I will share about 5 different websites. And then in the description of that post and or in the comment section of that post, I will link to all of the websites that are clickable. Somebody can click on it after watching the video. That link is my affiliate link. So it'll be www.example.com/Austin's affiliate link, custom to me. And everything is tracked. So Ross, you see my video, you're interested in that website, you go to the description, you click on that website, the website attaches a cookie to you. So if you make a sale, if you sign up for that software within 60 days, I get attributed with that sale. And as long as you stay a paying subscriber, which on average, most software is about 6 months. So on average, if you sign up for a software program, you're going to pay that software for a minimum of 6 months. That means I got you to sign up. I get a commission for 6 months straight. Every month that you continue to pay for that software, I get paid.
That's the recurring part, right? That's the word recurring.
That's the recurring paid. Yes. You sign up once, I continue to get paid.
Wow, huh? And you can make real money doing that.
Oh, yeah. It's arguably my biggest stream of income. I think it is my biggest stream of income.
It brings in 6 figures a year. Is that fair to say?
Multiple 6 figures.
Multiple 6 figures.
Yeah.
Greater than $500,000? Less than $500,000?
No, I this year I probably made around 300, maybe 350 in affiliate commissions.
That's just great. It's staggering, right? It's just
I'm not complaining.
And that's why I love that. So these are 5 illegal websites, the best 5 illegal websites I know. That right away gets my attention.
Yeah, an opening hook is basically the most important part to a piece of content. But yeah, I bring that one up because that's my most viral video. These 5 websites feel illegal to know. It's kind of a skit.
I get it.
That one did about it performed really well.
I love it. Like somebody sent me a DM on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot. I just click like, and then they send me a follow up, and it says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Didn't mean for you to get that." And right away, I refound it and I watched it just because I never would have looked at it. You know what I mean? Because they said that, now I got to look. It was the whole thing was just stupid, and I understand why they didn't mean to send it to me. It's about a protein powder. Yeah, but you know what I mean? That's the psychology. Mm-hmm. So if I saw that post that you made, I would very probably click through. Yeah. And the reason you like to sell software on the affiliate side rather than, let's say, a protein powder, because it's the recurring part of software, right?
Absolutely. And it actually led to, it's why I create my own software tool. So I have Syllabi, but I have 6 other software programs that I own as well and sell because the margins are incredible. So the margins on a software tool are upwards of 80-90% profit margins.
Correct.
So I know that I can get 30, 40, 50% as an affiliate, but I know that I can also now create my own software tools and make 80-90% margins and sell the entire company. So like we're in diligence right now, knock on wood, to sell one of the software tools that I created 5 months ago. That's a crazy opportunity right now.
Wow. Big time stuff. You're talking about real money.
Yeah.
And you could get, even if you sell it, you can still carve into the deal recurring payments to you.
100%.
I'm a structure guy. So if you ever need help,
Yep.
that's my thing. Um,
Oh yeah, I
is
will.
AI making creators better or just louder?
Both. It depends how and who uses AI. I think we should not solely rely on AI to replace our creativity. That is not the purpose of this. It is a productivity and a time saving tool. AI allows you to bring ideas to life that otherwise would have never seen the light of day. I love the analogy, and I've been saying this a lot. AI will not replace you, but the person who uses AI probably will.
I love
AI
that. I love
helps,
that.
yeah,
I never heard that before.
yeah, and so I think AI in general does make you a better creator. I'll
I
take
get
that
it.
stance
If you're a good creator, it makes you better. I
if
get
you're a
it. It's
good
just a
creator.
it's a
Yeah,
tool. People don't
yeah,
understand that. It's not going to replace
yeah,
you. But yes, the person that knows how to use AI will replace you. I get that.
absolutely.
I love that. It's one of the questions my team had. If everyone has access to the same AI tools, where does the real edge come from?
Personal brand.
Right. That's my
Yeah,
answer right away. To me, it's
yeah,
so obvious.
yeah.
But one of the things now that's come. We discussed it, touched on it briefly, but it's something that I saw on television. I watch all the financial networks in the morning because I'm still
Mm-hmm.
very active in the market, et cetera, financial advising people
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. Um, is it AI is, you know, we can have some fake Austin Armstrong stuff using AI, using tool, and you might not even know. And they say eventually you can make a movie. You never have
Mm-hmm.
to leave the editing studio. AI is so good.
Yep.
You have the actors, the scripts,
Mm-hmm.
the intonations.
Yeah.
I'm translated in like 30 languages right now, and it looks like I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually speaking that language. They have all my inflections and my animated movements and
Yeah.
everything. My way of speaking, it's like unreal. AI
It's
is
pretty
figured.
incredible.
It's incredible, right?
Yeah.
So I think AI can be dangerous in the wrong hands, just like
Sure.
a weapon, just like a knife. Or Rob Reiner was stabbed with a knife, right? So
Yeah.
what are we gonna outlaw knives
Rest in
now?
peace.
What do we
Rest in peace. Yeah.
we're gonna outlaw knives? You know what I mean? It's like stupid. We got to outlaw
I know. I'm with
crazy
you.
is what we have to outlaw.
100%. 100% agree. It's an inanimate object acted with a bad character.
It's what it is. It's not
Yeah.
guns. It's not cars that plow it. It's a crazy person that shouldn't have a license, shouldn't be in this
Yes.
country, all that kind of stuff. But
100% agree.
also my this is a good question for the audience and for me
Yeah.
and for a lot of creators out there. There's a lot of people that have big followings. What
Yeah.
I've learned is most people are full of shit.
Yeah.
Most people are not organic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of this,
Mm-hmm.
everybody that's walking around with 500,000, 300,000, like on Instagram, it's all bullshit. I see because they
Mm-hmm.
have no
Mm-hmm.
engagement and it's not real. But
Yep.
there are people that have, millions of followers, hundreds and hundreds, and yet they're having trouble making money. Why is that?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Well, they haven't. I mean, it could be a lot of different reasons. One, just having likes and engagement and views doesn't pay the bills, right? You have to
Correct.
build a connection with your audience. The entire thesis of the book, by the way, aside from being named virality, is don't be a content creator, be a business owner who creates content.
I
Flip the
love that.
entire mindset. And so, if you want to make money, we were talking about this earlier, like the ad revenue that you make from Facebook, from YouTube, from Instagram, from TikTok, it varies widely, and it's out of your control. You can get demonetized very quickly for something that
Right.
flags their algorithm. They take it down. It's BS. But it's rented territory. And then if you don't have business systems in place, if you don't have multiple streams of income and different funnels in place, and you haven't built a one-on-one connection with your audience, you're in deep trouble. you're in deep trouble. So you need to know who your audience is. You need to build that connection with them. You need to not just be a fake that's, boosting your followers and buying fake followers, and just like stealing other people's content, because that's a big one too, is just stealing people's content that has performed really well. And then you don't have the emotional intelligence to know to actually respond to the comments, and build up that relationship.
Right.
When you come to sell people, you've got a loud megaphone to a bunch of people that aren't paying attention and don't give a shit.
Exactly.
They don't
I
care
love that.
what you've got to say. So you've got to build that trust factor. Trust is what turns into sales. They have to know, like, and trust you.
I like that.
There's other nuances and elements to that, but yeah, that's the whole thing. You have to have business systems, multiple streams of income, and that trust and connection with your actual audience.
If you're real, I love that.
If you're real, yeah.
That's my whole gig right now.
Mm-hmm.
I've spent my whole life in one arena. I'm an expert. Happens to
Yeah.
be money, finance, and stock market. So now I'm making myself available now. But my friend Scott Clary says, there's a guy that has millions of followers. He's got a big podcast. He's very legit. You have to curate your followers. So he has a free newsletter, and he gets their email addresses, and he builds that trust, that relationship. He taught me that whole concept, because remember, this is my rookie season on social media, on podcasting, and I'm talking to a guy. You're like a Hall of Famer. You're like a first ballot Hall of Fame guy. You know what I mean?
Just a nerd.
You know what I mean? If this was golf, you already have a green jacket. You won the Masters. You already have the Wimbledon Cup. You know what I'm saying? You already have won a Lombardi Trophy. And I'm just like this kid coming up that could be your grandfather. And so I find it so exciting, and there's so many elements to it, and the things that you've already mastered. Affiliate marketing. Tell us about brand deals. Do you have any brand deals? You?
Tons. Oh, yeah.
Name a couple of brands that you push or you stand behind, like.
Ranked AI is one that I've worked with for a while. They're an AI SEO tool. I'm doing a brand deal. I just did a campaign with Replit, which is a vibe coding platform. I just did an in-person vibe code workshop for about 50 people in Boise, Idaho, for 3 days straight. So that was like an in-person brand deal type situation.
Is it like an infomercial type thing?
TubeBuddy.
Is it like an infomercial when you say in brand? What does that mean, in person?
No, we brought everybody to a studio, with a stage and everything, in Boise, Idaho. That's where some of my business partners are. And, we packed 50 people in the room with their laptops, and we educated them on, idea validation, ideal client personas, how to actually create your own software tool using Replit.
Oh, wow.
And we brought real software developers there as well, to help with any technical questions that the people had. And so they actually left with something tangible that they could sell. Unlike a lot of like conferences and masterminds, they left with a software tool mapped on a website that they can immediately go to market and sell. So it was 3 8-hour long days of workshopping, and Replit gave us 100 free credits for that.
What does that
That
mean?
was amazing.
What is Replit? What does that mean?
Replit. So I mentioned vibe coding earlier. Replit.com is a website where you can type in, create me a software that does this, and it automatically writes the code and submits it to the internet for you.
Replit. REPL.
IT.
Replit.com.
Yes.
And you speak to it, and it writes the code. Like a one-stop shop. Replit.com. That's friggin' crazy, bro. How do you get paid?
It's crazy.
How did you get paid? 3 8-hour days. It was very intense.
All of those people paid us about $6,000
each.
Yeah.
So that's like 300 grand.
Yeah.
Okay. And yet, how many partners? I'm just trying to figure it out.
4 partners. Three-way split.
So you made about 100 grand.
Yep.
And you did a good thing. You taught people real skill, correct? It's real value.
Absolutely. They walked away with, I go to a lot of conferences, Ross. I'm in several masterminds, and they're all fantastic, but you walk away with a lot of education, and then it's like, good luck. it's on you to apply it.
Right.
What this is fundamentally different from is we had the mastermind. There's amazing education, but they literally walked away with a software tool that they can sell. They could give you the website right now. You can go on, sign up, pay them, and get the whatever the tool does. Content creation. Someone made a fashion tool. Someone made something for solar. You can create anything now. But they walked away with something tangible, which was amazing.
That is amazing.
It was a crazy experience.
It's amazing, bro. I mean, a three 8-hour days. I mean, it's really something special, bro. I really take my hat off to you.
Thank you.
You're still grinding,
Oh, yeah.
16, 17 years later.
No, yeah, I'm just warming up. I'm just getting started, Ross.
I get it, bro. I see that. I see the world is yours. You're positioned so well.
Well, you too.
Your position. Well, me, I'm sort of, if I wish I could have taken computer science. We didn't even have that kind of thing. I was in college, didn't have computers. But, coding and binary. And now I'm fascinated. I'm involved in quantum computing,
Wow.
on the financial end, the stock end. You know what I mean? That's going to really reorganize a lot of issues, boy.
You got to give me some. After we press for stop, you'll have to give me some stock tips on quantum computing.
Yeah, the quantum's coming, bro. 2026.
Yeah.
You're going to see real.
I think. Google just announced a quantum computing chip. I think like last week they announced.
Correct.
Something.
Google has an outstanding product, but so does another company that received a $2 billion investment from the United States government very quietly. Because listen, if you crack that quantum, even to an extent, they can blow up all our nuclear missiles in the silos and destroy America. It's over. Satellites fall down from the sky. I mean, you know what I mean? Bitcoin, blockchain, if it's not, qubit protected, these computers, can break every code. So all I'm trying to say is that we live in a digital world, and they're about to change the game.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's interesting, exciting times that are ahead. I mean, there's the AI paradigm and race to AGI, artificial general intelligence and super intelligence, kind of two different divergent paths there just in AI. But then there's this whole quantum computing area as well. That's scary. And so I'm just trying to hustle as best as I can before we're all doomed.
Well, people come to me, and I have a mastermind myself, and it's not as complex as what you do, but I talk about, if you're chasing money, you'll never really get it. You'll never have it.
I agree.
You have to. So they say, Mr. Mendel, what should I do? I say, you have to chase greatness. If you're great at something, you'll never have to worry about money. And you're great in the digital world. I've learned so much from you just sitting here chatting with you. Brand deals,
Thank you, my friend.
affiliate marketing, why software, recurring. I mean, it's you're the real friggin' deal, bro. Austin, you are the real deal. You're like a quiet assassin. You're teaching graduate courses at Duke, and you didn't even go to college. I mean, what? 3 8-hour friggin', I can't even imagine what was going on in those that seminar. And people could leave
It's crazy.
with their own software, and they can apply it to whatever the industry they want to, right? Like you mentioned, solar and so forth. And so you've achieved greatness, and that's why you're successful financially. You'll never chase money if you chase greatness. It doesn't matter. Great at something.
Mm-hmm.
I know guys that are just great at hospitality. Guess what? I was with a guy last night. It was a Christmas party at the Ocean Manor Resort in Fort Lauderdale. He bought this hotel 30 years ago. He could barely make the payments. The hurricane came and wiped everything out, and he was going out of business. He couldn't make his mortgage payment. The bank was going to repossess. He gets a call. A lady says, "You got a hotel? You got rooms? Yeah, but everything's boarded up. You got running water? Okay. I'll take, how many rooms you have? 168. I'll take them all. For how long? Months. If you don't mind me asking, who are you? We're the American Red Cross.
Mm.
So he went from going bankrupt to bringing in $300,000 a month in rental income. He was
Wow.
one day away from going bankrupt, the bank taking out the hotel. It's a great story. And so,
Wow.
but he's great.
Absolutely.
Greatness, in the hospitality world. Everybody worked for him for 30 years. This employed 30 years, 25 years. Greatness. You have to chase greatness, something. And you
Yeah.
somehow picked social media, content creation. I mean, what would you say your greatness is? What's your field?
Yeah, organic content creation, but I also think it has to deal with how much I actually and truly want to help people as well. I really try to come from like, yes, I'm trying to be the greatest marketer of all time, Ross. Like I would be lying to myself if that wasn't a thought that
Correct.
I have, that I just want to, I want to be the greatest marketer of all time. Um, but I see where this has literally already changed my life, and that's why I go above and beyond, and I'm very approachable online and offline. I don't do anything with ego. When I speak in an event, I don't just come out for the talk and disappear. I'm in the crowd there in the front row, learning, taking notes myself. I'm at the bar in the hotel afterwards, cheersing people that had a great time. I'm in the comment section every day, responding to everybody. I'm going answering private messages, going above and beyond, not charging anybody, just providing helpful information as best as I can. And it is that passion and it's that love. I mean, you can't do anything for 20 years if you're not if you don't enjoy it as well, because you'll just burn out. You'll burn out doing it. You'll hate your life. I love what I do every single day. I wake up excited.
That's great.
To get into my little online world and help people out.
You're a
So
do-gooder.
I think
Austin, you're a do-gooder.
I try. I try.
You're a do-gooder. You're not, I can see, you don't just sell brand stuff because you can. You pick good things,
Yeah,
right? You pick good things. You
absolutely.
mentioned the logic of software sales, in affiliate deals, brand deals, etc. But, I don't think you ever sell anything you don't believe in. You're just not,
100%.
you're just not that
Absolutely.
guy.
No, and reputation goes a long way as well. I mean, if you recommend bad products long enough, people aren't going to listen to what you have to recommend anymore. Then you're just constantly chasing new people. But you do something really well. You recommend something that helped change their life. You create something that helped change their life. They're going to take you seriously when you're like, this is the next new thing. This is the next new opportunity.
Correct. I believe that. People say, what do you do? And we're in a bar last night, hanging out. The women are like, so where you from? What do you do? They rather want to size you up, just small talk. Some of
Yeah.
them are very
Yeah.
aggressive. I see I'm an influencer, social media influencer.
I love it.
They look at me,
It's
they like,
interesting,
you're
right?
too old. You know what I mean?
I A/B test that
I
too.
say I'm the second oldest male influencer.
Who's
Dan
the
Pena.
oldest?
Dan Pena's got me by over 10 years.
Mm,
And but the point is that it's funny to me, but at this point in my life, I'm also a do-gooder, and it's very important to me. This is all for me legacy. I got to do good things. I want to change the
yes.
narrative of my life.
Yes,
I
sir.
want the prosecution, incarceration, and so all that bullshit. I want it to be a footnote in the story
Yes,
of my
sir.
life, in the movie that's going to come, and all those good things. And for you, I see great things. So we've covered a lot. I want you to hold the
Thank
book
you.
up again.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend Austin Armstrong, one of the greatest online marketers and content creators in the history of social
You're too
media.
kind.
The author of Virality. I could already tell it's a brilliant book. I need to get a copy. So if you get your ass down here and bring it to me, or you're going to send me a copy, because
Yes,
I
sir.
need to learn what you teach. I need to learn.
I
And
got you,
everyone's
my
trying to
friend.
hustle me. Everybody's a genius online marketing. You have no idea. Everybody likes to portray themselves that way. And after a
Yeah.
few minutes of conversation, I start to unravel their story, and there's nothing behind it. With you, I can't even figure out where to go. You're so accomplished, and you're so successful. You have such a body of great work.
Thank you.
That stands. My team said this guy is real. You're going to have fun with this guy. I mean, I'm learning. This is a podcast I'm going to replay. What's the name of that company? Repit, REPIT.com? Or
Replit. REPLIT.
Lit.com. There's a reason I'm asking. I'll explain later. Okay, we've touched a good deal of things, Austin. Is there anything we haven't covered that comes to mind that you'd like to discuss or share?
No. I appreciate the opportunity. I hope this was genuinely helpful for everybody. Take action. A lot of book. I'll leave it on this. I believe so much in this book. There's no upsell in the book. A lot of people write books to bring you into their mastermind or upsell you into coaching or something. I don't even offer coaching. There's nothing but value in the book. This is my gift to the world. It's just 20 years of everything that I've learned. I just hope it's helpful. That's the entire reason that I put it out there. I didn't put it out there to get rich. I didn't put it out there to upsell anybody. This is just genuinely everything that's worked for me and past clients that I've worked with. I don't do any done for you. I don't have an agency anymore. I just create and share things that genuinely help people now, because that's fortunately the position that I'm in. So I poured my heart and soul into this book, Virality, and I just genuinely hope that it helps you.
Virality, every online, Barnes and Noble, right? Amazon.
Yeah.
Just put it in and you'll find it, correct? Virality.
Yes, sir.
By Austin Armstrong. Yes. I have one last question for you before we sign off. I like to end the podcast, every podcast, 5 years from today. It's about to be 2030.
Yes.
Austin Armstrong is now 40. What can we expect from you? Where are you going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to be a venture capitalist. That's the next 3 to 5 year goals for me. So what my wife and I are working on now is we're going to, as we move back to Durham, North Carolina, we're going to create a co-working space exclusively for startup founders, personal brand-led startup founders. It's going to start as a place just to work. We're going to start making small investment angel checks. We're going to raise off of that thesis. We're going to create an actual fund. And I'm going to be a venture capitalist that invests in personal brand-led startups and go to market with that based on all of my experience.
It's a great place to go. Great answer. I mean, I salute you, my friend. Thank you so much for your time today. We're so grateful. Austin Armstrong, author of Virality. I mean, what wisdom. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.